I'm Guy Jones, and up until 2 years ago, I spent most of my adulthood in chains. I grew up in Tallahassee, Florida. After high school, I went to work for a company called Bowden's Carpet Cleaning, and during this time, I'd met a girl and gotten her pregnant. We were engaged. I was 22 years old, and I really was kind of looking forward to the opportunity to see what kind of father that I would be. One night, my friends called me and asked me if I wanted to go out. We had a few drinks. I went home to see my pregnant fiance. She wanted to go to the store, and we were coming around the corner of a commercial highway. I hit something. And it was like glass flew in my mouth. And I was like, what in the world did I just hit? And the next day I would find out that it was an off-duty police officer. And I killed him, and that my life would never be the same. I was looking at 45 years, but more so, I was looking at, I just took somebody's life. I just took the prime of my life. I just took the ability to, father my son, build a family, my future, and all that combined weighed so heavy on me that I was wanting to kill myself. Fortunately, I didn't make that decision and ended up taking responsibility for everything and pleading out in front of the judge. And he told me 12 years. And then I was off into another world where everything that I thought was important or that mattered to me was snatched away like that. Like I'm doing pretty much the prime of my life, and I didn't see light at the end of the tunnel. But one person in particular left an impact with me. His name was Taurus Ross. And I remember asking him one time, like, hey, Coach Ross, man, what do you got that I don't have? He's like, Guy, man, I got the love of Jesus. Like, I got a relationship with Jesus Christ. And that struck like a nerve with me because I saw him bearing that fruit. Even though I was not a believer and I was blind, I saw the fruit that he was bearing, and it was attractive to me at that time. And it touched me in such a way that I just broke down and cried. I'm like, God, if you're real, like, please take this burden off my back that I'm feeling right now. Like, I don't even want to go through another day in here without my family, watching my son grow up through pictures. I can't do it. I see no light at the end of the tunnel. And instantly, 100% felt just the burden being taken off my back. And I can't explain it other than I felt a sense of grace, something that I didn't deserve or earn, because up until that point, I did everything on my own strength, and I saw where that landed me 12 years behind the fence. So after I did that, a shift took place. November 11th, 2013, I got saved 2 years into my bid. And from that point on, every day I took control of the things that I had influence over. Time after time, I'd run into adversity, some things that no way in my own strength could I work out, with gangs, a couple times with terrible officers, and God would show up in such a way that I'd be like, man, I cannot believe how good you are. So fast forward, I got out, and the week before I got out, I touched base with one of the guys that I used to work with at Bowden's. He said, Guy, what are you going to do when you get out? I said, man, I'm going to open up a carpet cleaning and restoration business. He's like, really, man? He's like, because I'm in Lake City now, and I work for a company that subs work out to those kind of companies. So I got you, man. You can definitely make a good living just subbing out for us. And I was like, that's See there, that's how God works. So we put together, a team, started doing a lot of sub work, and God's hand just was on my business and allowed it to keep growing and growing and growing to the point where now we have, in 2 years, we have 4 vans, 2 pressure washing rigs, trailers with flood and restoration equipment, a garage full of flood and restoration equipment, and all of it is paid off. Man, God, you can use an inmate who wears blue every day behind the walls of prison with no AC, forgot about by all his friends, forgot about by most of his family. And he's restored my mind, and he's restored my life in such a way that now I can restore other people's. God will use anything, all things together for the good of those that love the Lord and that are called according to his purpose.